Sonya's having problems with this RV, and she's lying about future opportunities again. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. This is a celebrity crime and hot topics channel. Thanks for watching. Special shout out to all my members. Thanks for being a part of the exclusive foodie community. You're getting early access to content and exclusive content. Check out the link in the description box to join. Y'all, the first thing this man says when he sees her is, "Where are her glasses?"
Hey.
What you doing? Where your glasses at?
I don't know. They're somewhere in here.
I see why he asking where her glasses at. Those eyebrows are just getting... Ooh, Lord, I done got the hiccups, y'all. Those eyebrows are just getting outrageous.
They are somewhere in here. They're probably in my drawer. In my junk drawer. How are you?
You gotta have your glasses where you can at least read.
He makes me sick. He makes me sick. That man is psycho. Why you know what, son? I'll be like, you know what, you sure right. Let me hang up. Let me look for my glasses. Call me back. If I found them, I'll answer the phone. If I haven't found them, I won't pick up. And I just won't pick up.
Yeah.
Quarter of a tank.
What is going on?
My generator be shutting down after 40 minutes. And it's not supposed to do that. I'm gonna end up having to drive to my dealership, unfortunately, and had them take it in. How are you?
All right. Do you have should have a can you see on the outside of it, or is the panel just covered up? On the generator?
It's not covered. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. White. Can you put like a little no. What I'm saying is a panel that covers the engine up.
Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like you hot out there. It's like you sweating out there. Faithful water.
Faithful water.
Listen, it is hot. It is so hot.
Okay.
It is.
Nesto made her put her glasses on, y'all. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You don't need them big things on your face. If it's hot, you don't need the big things on your face.
I got the air on in the front though. I just didn't have it on until I parked. I was just letting the wind blow. Cause the wind this thing be eating up some gas. So I just be letting the wind blow. But I went, oh my God, went to the gym this morning. Well, 1 o'clock.
Look to your left. Good God Almighty.
You see that?
Yeah.
Listen, so my thighs started hurting from working out the day before yesterday, right? My inner thighs.
Guess what, Nesto? She free though. She might be big, but she free. She free.
I did that little thigh machine that pushes them in and out. That was the wrong decision. Oh my God. So today I drove the car, went and worked out, driving the car. Every time I hit the clutch, my thighs was killing me. I was like, can't do it. The thighs are killing me.
Oh, you can't do it because you're talking about can't work out no more? What you trying to say?
No, I'm going to push through. You got to push through the pain.
Yeah, you got to push through the pain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to. When I got to 8, I was doing 10 counts. When I got to 8, I was struggling. I was like, this shit hurt. But I had to push through it because.
You're weak. Better put them glasses back down. Nesto gonna say something.
I didn't want to deal with the pain. I mean, I don't like my thighs, so I have to push through the pain.
Girl, you don't have no thighs.
Okay, well, you got to push through it then.
Yeah, I had to push through the pain.
So your generator probably done got out of fluid, so it probably got no antifreeze in it. That'll shut it down too for not getting overheated.
Oh, antifreeze?
Yes, it could be green or it could be orange.
Girl,
I don't know what they got in it.
Pick your lip up.
Yeah, my salesman sucks.
Yeah, if I was Nesto, I'd be laughing too. Are you kidding me? Did this dummy really go to a dealership and just deal with any old salesman? Sonya got a lemon. And he's made the sale, so what else do you think the salesman's supposed to do? Girl, bye. Once you... and that's what he's saying. Yeah, you can take it back. Okay.
Hold on, make sure.
Good luck.
Company. Check. Fluids. Throughout vehicle.
So you're saying it's shutting off when the AC on? That what you're saying? Or just shut off here?
No, it just shuts off after like 30 minutes. It'll just shut off. And then I have to restart it. And I know it's an automatic shut off when I get to a quarter of a tank. But I'll be at half a tank or better. And I look, and then when it shuts off, I go and check to verify. And it still be like a half a tank or better. I never let it get beyond half a tank. I always keep it half or full. Sitting here like, what in the actual fudge is going on?
Well, sometimes you let it get too far down, the air get in the line. So it got to be primed back up.
That's too much.
So that's what happens too. Yeah, if it gets too low, you got to prime it back up, but you got to have like it's a filter on the side, and you got to keep. It's called startup. It's a can of spray.
So it shouldn't even have any issues. It's a brand new unit.
Told you
but
that.
I got the premium. I got that premium package warranty. So.
Okay, well you got to clean your glasses too. You know, things are so filthy.
Yeah, it's filthy. Oh my God!
You know what? I didn't even notice that. How does Nesto's blind air even see that? Do those glasses even work for Nesto? I guess so, since he can see the smudges on her glasses. Nesto, you look like a smudge. Okay? Leave the girl alone. She's trying to talk about her RV with her premium warranty. Oh, haughty taughty. Sonya got a premium royalty. I can't say Miss Premium Warranty.
Made me put them on.
Yeah, you need to have them on so you can see what's going on. That problem going on, you can't see. You're trying to sit here and still trying to keep them things watered down, but hey.
Power down, wait a minute.
Watered down?
I got 15 pair, you already know.
Unbelievable.
They dirty
Not
too.
an ear.
Power down.
She ain't got no shirt on to clean the glasses.
They're in my backpack. I have a cleaner. Okay, here go. Is this a cleaner? Yep, I found a cleaner. All right, let me clean them.
So what y'all going to see today? Yeah, like you having a rough time today, boy. Yeah, a rough time today.
So I washed my hair this morning, and I did my hair in the unit. I had to see if I could do it, and I actually did it. So I was able to wash it, outside, which I like anyway. And then I washed it outside.
She likes to wash her hair outside.
Threw it up, my usual. It's too hot in here right now. And I went to the gym afterwards. And that was that so far. I'm supposed to go watch the game tonight. That's it. I'm gonna watch the game. So I'm gonna put some clothes on. But I got on workout clothes. That's all I wear. You know, sitting here. You know. I'm gonna put some
Okay. Well, then you have to drive somewhere and get your generator hooked up because it's too hot to be fooling around in that box like that.
Oh, it's too freaking hot, man. Yeah, it's mid summer stuff.
Of all times to buy a lemon RV, girl, you could die out there. I don't understand unless she lying or something, because ain't no way I would buy an RV approaching summer with no clue on if I got the right connections, if I got the right tools, equipment. I mean, come on.
Summer sucks for old people, you know. You can't be hot. Man, I be in Vegas ready to pass the hell out. It'd be so damn hot. I don't even go out during the day no more in Vegas. I wait till. Is that better?
Yeah,
it still be hot at night.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now you can see what's going on in the world.
Yeah, so it's hot as fuck. It's hot as fuck outside. But I got the air on. And
too hot for them glasses.
Oh no.
You know what?
You feel it blowing?
I got the air right on me.
Oh, you talking about in the front? Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the front, right. See that? See a little bit.
This girl sitting in the front of her RV talking on the phone to a jailbird. Why is she not recording this? She needs to do phone calls from prison in an RV. Bam! All right, Sonya, give me my piece. You break me off a piece. When your channel go viral now, I want my piece. Phone calls from prison in an RV.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see what you got going
on. Ooh, she look crazy.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
She look crazy.
Sandwiches.
Right. Oh, you stupid. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, it's hot outside. Super hot. I'm going to go probably get a smoothie. I have some Chick-fil-A, some garbage.
Okay, it seems like it's holding you up pretty good.
I was wondering where this Chick-fil-A came from because it wasn't around the last time I was here. And I'm looking like, what did they do? Why is there a Chick-fil-A here? It was never here before, but they tore down a bank. It was a bank that was there. And they completely revamped the whole city. The whole city changed.
Well, that's good. That's good. Change is good sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lot of new development, a lot of new buildings, a lot of, not like Atlanta. Atlanta got a new building on every freaking block, like everybody's coming. But man, I saw this McLaren yesterday. So I seen this. I think it looked like it was a Tesla, but you know Teslas, he doesn't change the models, right? They all are just the same.
Look at her eyes.
Same model. They just update the computer system. But the outside,
Jesus,
is smart, you know. But I think they redesigned it because I saw one today. She had it wrapped like a iridescent, like pink color. It's kind of cute because I'm not a pink fan of wraps. But this pink color she had, it was super nice, and it was I think it was a Tesla. It looked like a Tesla, but I know definitely it was an electric car. So I just gotta go online and see it. I think they changed the models or updated it finally. I don't know. Hard to say.
That
okay.
Got that little afro.
Yeah. It's 24/7. 24/7. Yeah, the high order down now, so you know how that go.
What?
Yeah, so going on.
Nesto gotta take cold showers. Nesto gotta take cold showers. His little his little willy be exposed in the shower. Nesto said he's a grower, not a shower.
On with that, I guess they get on it. Yeah.
Little Willie style.
Man, inhumane conditions. So,
that's why.
So did you saw the news where that father ran over the police and killed him because they shot his son?
No, not
right?
current events.
I ain't see that.
Okay, so it's in Cincinnati where this guy, his son was killed by the police. So they took him in the office or in the headquarters and let him see the footage of what happened. And they tried to say that his son had a gun, right? But the boy didn't. You know, sometimes the police be having those extra guns. So they were trying to say the boy had a gun and he pointed it at the officer while running away, and that gave them just cause to shoot and kill him, right? And then they tried to say that the car he was in was stolen, which it wasn't. He was behind on his payments, and the finance company reported it stolen. Which some do that, which they shouldn't do that. That's very dangerous, as we see, right? So he went. The father went, and after he left the police department, he saw a cop directing traffic.
Look in the phone.
It wasn't the cop that killed his son. It was another cop, right? So he proceeded to run him over and kill him, right? So when they arrested him, of course, they whooped his ass. He had all kind of stitches and bruises and all kind of injuries to his face. And every time you see him in court, they always like have the room, 90% cops, trying to show intimidation, right? But he always come in the courtroom with his head held very high, his face real, like his jaw be tight, like fuck all y'all, right? He just sued them for $25 million, the police department, for whooping his butt while he got arrested. He ain't playing. They was like innocent or...
He ain't playing. He gonna be playing in jail. Okay, if he do win, the money ain't gonna go to him. He gonna be locked up. Sonya, move on.
Guilty ain't got nothing to do with the conditions and how you treat a person.
Yeah. Okay, Nesto not being treated no kind of way. I don't know this story. I saw some of the viewers when Phone Calls from Prison premiered this visit, saying that the boy did have a GUN. So some pieces of her story are wrong per usual, but I don't know this full story. But I saw him walking in the corridor, walking past the cops with his head up. You know, I knew he had offed a police officer that did not off his son. I knew that. Knew bits and pieces, but I didn't know the car being behind on payments and all that stuff.
You are not allowed to whoop nobody's ass just because they're in custody. And he got a $25 million lawsuit against the very police department in which he's in court for killing one of their officers.
Oh. Okay.
Nesto just listening.
Yes. I said, they said, I was watching the guy who did the commentary on the story. He said, this dude ain't playing. We don't know who his lawyers are, but they are not playing. It's a black dude. He got a black attorney. Because he's a tall gentleman. He's always like, you know, in court. He's all, you know, when he's there with him, he's like. It's people say, you know, they feel for him, and then some people say, but the gist of it is the boy didn't have a gun. They think they planned it because he said when you watch the footage, the boy don't have a gun in his hand. His hands are empty.
Okay, but did you watch the footage?
And then they threw a gun in the bushes and said that's what he had. So they would have to get like an outside source if they didn't put his handprint on it and get a DNA analysis on the weapon. But you know, sometimes they cover all angles when they're doing dirty shit and put his handprint all over it so his DNA and stuff can be on there. You saw how Tory Lanez, you know, he's in jail, right? for they saying shooting Megan in the foot, right?
He did. He did.
Boy, girl, whatever.
He did. Nesto, hang up the phone. This stupid. Just look at her. She looks stupid. Ignorant wank.
Shit, right?
I don't know that now. I don't know nothing about all.
They said Michelle Obama was a man.
I don't know about all.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have a few Tory Lanez videos that I'll link either in the description box or at the end of this video. Sonya don't know what she's talking about.
So they kept saying he didn't do it, but the girl kept conflicting stories. When they went to court, it was just a lot of problems. And then they finally, I guess, how they finagle shit when they want a certain person. You understand. And they said they had to do it something other than the situation because
finagle, huh, Sonya?
Tory Lanez was an independent artist, and he was like a top artist. And
girl, you don't know what happened. All you know is what you saw on YouTube. So how? Nesto might know more than you. He ain't gonna say nothing because he just listening. He don't want to talk about nothing that's gonna mess up his case. He don't want to talk about nothing. Here she go.
Was rumored that Jay-Z had wanted him, and he said no. I'm making the money. I'm making millions of dollars on my own. Why would I sign to you and become a slave to your situation, right? And you pimping me out because he's writing and he's creating his music as well. Tory Lanez is a really good artist all around, right? In the studio, outside, whatever. Sings and raps. I thought he was a singer. I didn't know he was a rapper, but then I heard that he raps. So he's like a Drake in a sense, right? But I like him better. Anyway, he just got stabbed 14 times in prison. And
by the way,
he's in serious condition. And so the security guard who was in the car, or the guy that was in the car, finally came out because he felt some type of way because he almost died in jail that he's not even supposed to be in because he never shot the girl. He never touched the gun. That's why they was like, why his DNA or anything's not on the gun. You know, it was actually the girl in the car who was fighting with Megan who shot her, right? Or somebody grabbed the gun and it went off and shot her in the foot or whatever. But it wasn't him at all. But she pointed and they tried to point the finger and put it on him.
Sonya sounded like she was there, right? Don't she sound like she was there? Look at her. She looked like she was there too.
So then his lawyers and them did a press conference with like the other guy who was in the car is finally coming forward and saying that Tory did not shoot the gun.
It was not the guy in the car.
He's innocent. Oh, wow.
It was not the guy in the car. It was Kelsey's driver or Kelsey's manager or bodyguard or something that wasn't even there, wasn't even at the scene of the crime, that said he overheard Kelsey say she shot Meg. Now, don't that sound stupid? Rolling off my lips. We're going to free Tory because someone who wasn't even there said he heard Kelsey say she had shot Meg. And Tory was in critical condition for about 5 minutes. And all of a sudden, in stable condition enough to get out of jail in case they free him. Girl, bye.
After he's been in jail for 3 or 4 years? And then now he's
1 year?
Like, brutally stabbed, and now you want to come out and say so? Like, it kills me how people just take prison like it's some type of private school. And when you lie and send somebody to jail, they think it's just, it's just jail. No, it's fucked up. They're starting to show more and more videos because they got phones in these jails, and they're starting to really show all these videos of these guys getting raped, beat up, like just tortured, like all kind of crazy shit in jail. And that shit looks bad.
It ain't no place to be.
I could watch some shit, but I was like, ooh.
It ain't no place to be.
It's crazy. Yeah, so now they just had a press conference 3 days ago, right at the day after the stabbing. Now the guy feels some type of way. He can't live with his conscience of letting this man sit in jail And the hardest part of it all, remember I told you about that story in Detroit where the hitman was going around killing everybody? And then one of the scenes of one of his hits, he murdered the whole family. And they grabbed some little 16-year-old boy out the crowd who was just standing outside and made him confess and said he did it, right? So when he got caught, the hitman, on some other stuff, he confessed to everything he's ever done. He said, I did this, I did that, I did that murder over there. And they was like, wait a minute, we already have somebody for that. He was like, no, I did that. And
for some reason, this story sounds like Sonya don't know what she talking about. Really sound like Sonya don't know what she talking about, but I'm not even going to get to digging.
Described the scene, everything, broke it down, and they was like, yeah, he did it. But
y'all can comment below with the facts.
It took them 2 years to get that boy out after he admitted and said, and you know what I'm saying, like, why was that a process when he just admitted everything matched, you know, and he was a serial killer. The little boy was just outside, because you know, in most cases, these white people or cops don't put the effort in solving black crime as they do their crime. They'll just grab anybody and be like, fuck it, we don't care, he did it, you know, because they don't care about solving it. True. They feel like it's trash, check it out the trash.
True.
But it took him 2 years to get free. So imagine how long it's going to take Tory to get his justice, you know?
Ain't no justice due to him. He should have got his short, balding, ugly butt on the stand and say Kelsey did it, if she did it. Now, if y'all are following this story with Tory, Meg Thee Stallion did post on her Instagram and I think probably Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, a big, long, her attorneys or something posted a long slideshow with all the facts and evidence against Tory Lanez during this trial and in this case. So if y'all do follow, I'm not going to talk about it on here. I was going to do a separate video if I have time. But, yeah. Sonya, shut up. She don't know what you're talking about.
Turn around and sue all of them. Everybody that testified and lied on me, I would sue the shit out of them. Megan, all of them. And I'm just shocked that her career is still thriving after she did that. That's crazy to me. But because us dying and going to jail is so common, it's like, you know, it's like nothing. It's like it's raining today. You know, it happens so much. It's just not a thought until it happens to that person, a person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. All right then. Okay. I'm just listening.
I know you can't talk.
Yep. I'm just looking.
She talk about stuff that Nesto can't talk about on purpose, so he won't get a word in. We on to your tricks, Sonya.
Listening. Yeah.
You can't give enough answers. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to, you know, give you some conversation because we can't talk too personal.
Yeah.
Why talk about that though?
This morning, like, how weird is that people wake up and go try to find, you know, Nesto calls and be sitting there just listening.
It's not weird.
It's just weird to me.
It would be weird to you, but guess what? It would be weird to some people that you're sitting up here talking about cases that you know nothing about. It would be weird that you're calling Meg Thee Stallion and Michelle Obama a man. That's weird. That's weird that you're sitting in the driver's seat of an RV talking to a prisoner. That's weird, ma'am. It's weird that you put your glasses on when this prisoner tells you to put your glasses on. That's weird. It's weird that you're making up your face and drawing on these big black eyebrows for this inmate. That's weird.
People are just that nosy, that bored.
Yeah.
They feel the need to just dig on it for years or whatever. Be interested in somebody's conversations.
Yeah.
Weird energy to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care to hear your calls with anybody, and I know, and I don't care to hear any of your calls. You know, and not even the ones with me and you, but definitely with you and anybody else, I don't care. You know, there's no interest to me. I don't need to hear it. So it's weird that people that don't know nobody feel the need to be like, you know, ooh, what's going on? Ooh, you know, crazy.
Okay, well, you keep on, what you drinking on?
Nasty ass lemonade I said be drinking on.
Oh. So Nesto can tell her by her glasses, but he can't tell her she got something on her chin. Nesto foul.
Okay.
Listen, okay. See my nails, I gotta go get them done.
Yes, you do.
Hideous. I'm going tomorrow.
Yes, you do.
Definitely going tomorrow. I was trying to handle the hair today in the gym. I said I was gonna go to the gym every day. If I go tomorrow, I'm gonna be working on something else. I definitely can't work on my legs tomorrow, but I will be in there Saturday working on my legs. I figure every other day on my legs, I should be good.
Okay, so what kind of gym outfits you got? Regular t-shirt?
Okay, so these little V-neck men t-shirts are so lovely, and they're airy and they're light. And then I wear like the workout pants, and I bought some new sneakers.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Don't wait to scratch your toes up, you know.
What?
No, they're not scratching my toes up. You so silly.
Hey, you can't work out what they call them with them Uggs on, whatever them shoes you be having on.
Okay, so I had them on like that one day because I was just not prepared, and I just ran in there because remember I had just moved like in the situation, and I was still like not really settled. So I went to the store and bought 4 outfits, and then I bought a pair of shoes. So I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
well,
I gotta get some more.
Bye, Sonya.
Some more what?
I gotta get some more
outfits. How about that?
2 outfits, 2 more workout outfits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so how long you gonna be?
But you know what?
Loser.
My legs was looking good when you know how you pull it up and you see the muscle, right?
Yeah.
You know how you right. So that they were looking super good. I was like, damn. So I just got to get them to look like that without me straining up, you know, the weights and just normal. Like how they used to be.
Well, you know what? It'd have been a good situation with you in now if you had your your sports bar going and all that, which you was going on too. See, right. All that came in. Man. You've been strong right now.
I probably would have been stressed out because my partner was stressing the shit out of me. They did all of that crap on purpose. Like they didn't.
Is that what it is?
Down there in Miami, they do not like it when they don't like women in business. It's not like any other city. They do not like women in business. Not the black community.
You can't stop that.
Right.
That's everywhere now.
So how do women get in business then?
Well, in other cities, sometimes, like when I was in Ohio, I was the top female before the market crash, flipping houses. I was the top female doing it.
What they got to do with business? You talking about a bar, and now you going to real estate. So what had happened? How you go from being the top to losing all your houses? How that happen again? That's what you need to be talking about. Expound on that instead of expounding on Meg the Stallion.
I was the only female. I don't even know of anybody that was doing it other than me. It was all me. It was me and a bunch of guys.
So how did you go from being the top to the only one? Now see that's how we know she lied. You was the top. Now you was the only one. They don't go together.
I don't even know. No, there was no other females doing it. Unless it was a white chick, but no black. I was the only black female doing it. And then I was doing it. I was turning out 2 houses a month.
Oh, black female.
Okay. So what made you talking about you gonna jump back into your old situation and put this situation to the side?
I'm not. I said in 3 months I'll see. But right now I'm cool. I ain't complaining. Okay. I had to adjust to it because everything drastic is investment.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about it in your mind. It was a choice. It wasn't something that I had to do. or circumstances forced me to do it. It was something I went out and did, you know, like intentionally did it. So no, definitely, I today I don't see that happening, but I'd always say, because I still have the apartment right now, that I would have both just for my mental, because I've always, you know, that was normal for me. So I was trying to, you know.
You ain't got to explain it. I get it. I understand.
Listen, the thing of it is if you can afford to get out the situation, that's all that matters.
Because did she answer his question? Why is it taking so long? Why did you do it, Sonya? Why? Because you heard we were saying it's been 3 years and you ain't done it yet?
So being in this situation is cool because I can afford to get out of it tomorrow. I wanted to and go back, I can. So I'm not stressing it. It's some things, you know, you just got to get used to, because I don't shower in here because it's you know, so little.
Nesto's salivating. He's like, what? You can afford it? Nesto's like, man, if the Lord let me get out of here. If the Lord let me get out of here.
Go to the gym. Forces me to handle my business, because I was half-assed. Like, I think I went to the gym once, you know, maybe twice before.
Right.
So it's forcing me to do what I need to do. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm going to the gym. You know, I'm getting up at 7 o'clock. I'm not sleeping in anymore. You know, I'm going to bed like around 12 instead of being up till 6 in the morning like before. So it's forcing me to be like I need to be.
That's a special kind of crazy.
So I'm not mad at it at all. I mean, it took. Okay, so it's been a week, right? What's today?
It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow.
It'll be 2 weeks Saturday. I had it, but full time, just being in it Wednesday, right? So it's been a week that I've been in it, you know, and it's cool. Like the first 2 days, it was, what did I do? No, but at the same time, I still had all of my stuff in the apartment. So now that my furniture is still there, but I took all my clothes out of it, you know, and so it's just that. So it's cool. I don't see
that is so strange.
I don't see it. No, I don't see me coming out of it. Necessary. But I know I will eventually have to. I mean, you know, you can't do this forever, I don't think. Or could you? I probably could. I mean, it's big enough.
Okay. All right. Well, this thing finna shut off. I'll check on you later.
Good.
You know, just let me know you made it safely after you.
Look at how she looking. He can't get off the phone. Okay. I don't know if she owns this thing, renting this thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she got money, don't got money. I don't know. Not to say that I don't care, because I do. Of course, I want to know. But I don't know. But it's really stupid to jump into it and not have done the proper research, putting your life in danger, screwing up, I guess maybe a good RV, unless you got a lemon. All because of what? You're sitting in the driver's seat of an RV talking on the phone to an inmate. How is that motivating you to do anything? And you already talking about, you said you was going to the gym every day and you're not going every day. Like, you are who you are, whether you're in an apartment or you're in an RV. It may be fresh and new to you now, but you still can go back to your old ways if you're not figuring out and finding out what your problem is. Like, does she have clinical depression? Does she need some kind of anxiety medicine? Like, what's wrong with her? Why can't you be productive living in an apartment? Why? Why do you have to get an RV to go to the gym?
Big enough.
Okay. All right. Well, this thing finna shut off. I'll check on you later. Just let me know you made it safely after
18 seconds left. Call me.
Yeah.
God, let him talk. Can he talk?
Okay.
Can he talk the last few seconds? Sheesh.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a great one. Enjoy your game tonight. Yeah, get out with some people. Make you feel better. How about that?
She don't know nobody. Let her tell it.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
This girl here. Okay, so she's about to talk about everybody else's business and their crimes. These violent criminals out here that Nesto can't comment on in fear he's gonna get more time. And let's see what happens with Sonya and this premium warranty. Well, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.